Hi there, I just wanted to do a video today to let you know that if you have hands, which I know you do, then you've got the ability to learn how to become an incredible healer. Not just to learn about how to be a healer, but to be able to feel. To be able to feel exactly what people have stored in their body. To be able to assess someone's spine and nervous system so you can feel physical, chemical, and emotional stress that's stored in different layers in the system, but also how to make healing contacts to create massive change in your people. And the reason I'm doing this video is because I get asked so many times, like, will I be able to feel? Or how do I know that I'm going to be a great practitioner? Or how do I know I've never felt someone's body or I'm a therapist or a healer or a chiropractor already and I can't feel? How are you going to teach me how to feel? And the reason I love that question is because that was me. As a former chiropractor, when I finished my chiropractic training, I couldn't feel anything. I couldn't feel where the muscles were tight or they were soft or where there was chemical stress or where emotions were held. I didn't really have a sense of touch when I finished. But what happened for me was when I started to see clients once I graduated, they would ask me and say, well, what do you feel in my body? And I was like, I don't know what I feel. I know how to assess. I knew how to do assessments, but I didn't know how to feel. And I decided that I was going to train myself to be able to feel. And so what I did was every time someone came in and said, hey, I've got headaches or I've got migraines or I've got back pain or I've got digestive issues, I would have a feel of their spine and have an idea of what does it feel like there? Like if someone's got headaches, like what does it feel up here in the neck where that nerve comes out where the headaches are? Someone's got digestive issues, what does it feel like in the lumbar spine where the nerves are coming out to the digestive tract? So I started to feel, and over time I felt that there were patterns. There were patterns that when people had headaches of what I would feel at the top here. There were patterns of when people had reproductive issues or digestive issues of what that felt in the body. So I was able over time to track that, monitor that, and then develop a system to realize that, okay, the body stores stress 3 different ways: physical stress, chemical stress, and emotional stress. But they feel different. So physical stress feels like hardness, a bit like a bony hardness. Chemical stress is kind of like bony hardness, but it's kind of got like a marshmallowy soft texture on top. And emotional stress has got more like a ropey feel. So once I learned that, I was able to teach that. And now that's what I teach my spinal flow practitioners. The other thing was really developing the sense of touch, because if you don't know, you don't know. So what I do with my practitioners when they start the training is I start working with them so they can start to feel everything. And it's a process. We start with a strand of hair. We put a strand of hair, we put some paper on top, and we close our eyes and just feel the one hair. As they get a sense of where their hair is in their fingers, we put 2 pieces of paper, 3 pieces of paper, and we grow that. So we're growing this sense of touch. And so I know for myself that I can teach anyone to feel. It's just about doing these exercises, practicing over time to develop that sense of touch. So if that's you and you really want to be a practitioner or a healing practitioner or a healer and you haven't got a sense of touch, that's not a problem. I can teach you that. I also teach my practitioners how to match tone. So you've probably been to many different types of healers or practitioners, and what can happen is for a healing touch to happen, we want to match tone. And matching tone is when you match exactly what's going on in your client's body with your hands. So you know that when you're making a healing contact, what happens is if you're pushing too hard, what happens is the client just feels you. And that's not quite healing. That just means they can feel what you're doing. If your contact is too soft, they can't feel you at all. When your contact is matching tone and it's that perfect balance of matching exactly what's going on in their body and you're using a contact to match that exact tone, what happens is your clients start to feel them. And that's when pure healing happens. Healing happens when someone can connect to their own body. They connect to their own life force, the wisdom inside their own body. So I teach what I call matching tone, which is when we work with our clients, how can we hold that contact so our clients can feel them? They can connect to their body, the wisdom inside them, so they become the healer. If we're pressing too hard, it's about us as a practitioner. That's not what we want. If we're not contacting enough, they can't feel us. But when we learn to hold that contact and be that exact match of tone, our clients can connect to them, their own life force, into their own body. And that's a healing contact that we want to make. So imagine if you could run your hands down someone's body, spine, nervous system, and feel exactly what's been stored in their body, and to let them know, hey, I can feel the stress in your system. I can feel that it's been there for 5 years. It's got a flavor of emotional stress. I can feel where there's anger stored. I can feel where there's digestive issues. I can feel where your headaches are. It makes you a powerful practitioner. And it's not just about you being a powerful practitioner, it's about you helping more people. If you know what's going on with someone in their body, firstly, as you make contacts for the healing process to happen in your healing session, you can actually feel the layers start to dissipate. The spinal blockages coming off the system and the less layers in your body, so you're in their body. So you're able to communicate the change with them. The other thing, when you can feel what's going on in someone's body, you become their healing coach, because they might say to you, hey, I don't know if this new diet's great for me, or I don't know if this is good for me, or that, what's going on. Let me have a feel. Lie down. Let me see what's holding in your body. If the body's not holding any stress, great. That might be, you might be doing really great. However, if there's more chemical stress or more physical stress or more emotional stress, you're able to say to your clients, hey, you're holding more stress. And that's what I loved working with my clients. So rather than me saying right, wrong, it was like, let me see what's happening in your body. Let me feel. So the summary is, I can teach anyone to feel. I can teach anyone how to have an incredible healing contact. And if you are really interested in either furthering your skills as a practitioner or a therapist, and you want to learn how to feel, or you've never had an experience and you want to learn a modality like the Spinal Flow Technique, then come join us. I'd love to teach you. And the reason I'm inspired and I'm excited is because, I'm here to make a big difference in the world. There's so much suffering, there's so much pain, there's so much unhappiness. And, my tribe of practitioners, Spinal Flow practitioners, we work together to make a difference. And part of that is really honing in on our hands, the ability to feel, the ability to communicate, and help our clients with massive change. So come join us with the Spinal Flow certification program. I'll teach you how to feel in a way that's easy. And remember, I had no previous experience. I didn't wake up and go, woohoo, I can feel everything at all. I practiced, I studied, I trained my hands to feel. Now I can feel everything in someone's spine, what they're feeling, what's going on. I feel everything. And that's what I teach you in the Spinal Flow certification program.